Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I hope you guys all had a great Memorial Day weekend. It was a long weekend. Did some camping. Hold on a sec. Got to answer this call. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. So, my friends, tough days will come and go. Good days will also come and go. So when we have those good days, we got to kind of hang on to those and hang on to the feeling and the inspiration, the encouragement that it brings, because a lot of us we run with our cup half empty. Now, we all know the saying, half glass full kind of guy or girl, or you a half glass full or empty kind of guy or girl. I messed that up, but you know what I'm saying, what I mean. Trying to make this video too cringe, but I am pickup preaching today. I'm in my truck, I'm driving. I had some stuff come up this morning. You guys, I have a very low tolerance for bullshit right now in my life. That BS could come in the form of drama, could come in the form of manipulation, deceit, deception, resentment, whatever it is, it's in my life, and I have a very low tolerance for it, right? So for me and myself, my side of the street is my side of the street. Your side of the street is your side of the street. I try not to look at other people and say, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah, 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 because I, in return, don't want that happening to me. And we talked about that this weekend, too. When you're pointing your finger at somebody, it's kind of like you got three more coming back at you. And honestly, that's a really good thing to remember when we start to project and start to look at people and say, oh, I don't like that about you, or this or that or whatever. Well, you know what? I'm sure that there's things about us or you or me that people don't like about us. And I'm sure that there's a lot of things that people love about us, right? But when we have boundaries in our life and we move them boundaries for people because they're nice to us or because they're kind or because they show a little bit of, this or that. And so we move a boundary for somebody, but then they end up taking advantage of that almost immediately sometimes, right? So when I pick up preach, I like to tell you guys a lot about what's on my mind, and I'm just rolling with the flow of life in these videos. For me, I had a really good weekend. I got a ton of content, but unfortunately, you guys, I'm really, really, really busy right now. So I loaded a video last night, kind of like a little tutorial about how to make a Harley wood sign with cheap materials and tools, right? And if you can get a piece of wood glued together or find a panel that's 16 by 16 inches, you should be able to make this sign that I make. And doing those things, having those hobbies, and allowing ourselves the space, creative space, right, to put forth our creative energy towards something. Because a lot of us, especially those of us in recovery, have very limited attentions. Unless we're doing something constructive, creative, fun, engaging, binding, genuine, some stuff that's really going to make you happy. And honestly, you guys, what's really funny about this is that sign that I made, I don't know, fortunately wasn't able to get back with Sonic. He wasn't able to take it back on his motorcycle because they didn't have the room. So I'm gonna ship it out to them. I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna get it wrapped up real quick. I might put another couple coats of poly on it, and I'm gonna wrap it up real good, and then I'm gonna send it out. But we are like extremely busy, you guys. We are going to Texas soon, and I have a bunch of other stuff going on in my life that is not giving me a lot of time. So I want to get these messages out now, and then I'll edit them a little bit later and I'll get it sent out. But we are also having a garage sale, some mental health stuff going on in the house that is really demanding some attention, right? Attention and time. There's going to be some changes coming up and some ripples in the water. That's okay. Things happen. Like I tell you guys, you got to have boundaries, and you got to set things into motion, right? Recovery, okay? 2 things in recovery that you can do every day. Keep in place your boundaries, right? And take your recovery, your sobriety, your mission, your journey, your adventure, right? Take it one day at a time. Focus on today. You have things that need to be taken care of, like bills and grocery shopping and stuff like that. Don't procrastinate. Don't put it off. Don't allow yourself that space to keep doing that, because that'll affect our lives, because it'll ripple into our everyday life, right? Procrastination is terrible. And I'm always preaching to take it one day at a time. And a part of not procrastinating is definitely taking it one day at a time. Because if you take it one day at a time, you honestly can't procrastinate. It's undoable. You can't. If you're just looking at today and you need to get all of the stuff that you need to get done today, and you're working on that stuff, how can you procrastinate? Just take it one day at a time. Take it one project at a time, one solution, one problem at a time, and move forward in a general direction, onward and upward, right? Staying hopeful and honest and trustworthy and dedicated and committed and loyal, right? Have a backbone, have boundaries, and stand up for yourself and your recovery. Fight for what you have and what you want and what you need. Get out and get after it. Amen. Don't allow other people to say or show or tell you what to do. You lead by example. That's going to lead you into, obviously, into people's hearts, because if people see you as somebody who is trustworthy, supportive, honest, genuine, dedicated, committed, honorable, all those things, then you know what? People are going to open the door for you, and you're going to get new opportunities, and you're going to get new options, and well, not options, but you're going to get new ways and means of moving forward. And life might not be as hard as it was before, because you got more friends and support systems to lean into and on. Amen? Steps, principles, formulas, a plan, execute. Put into action what you think is going to work. And if it doesn't work, change it up. Amen? Change it up. Find a different thing. Find a different plan. Find a different idea. Find different steps and principles. I'll tell you what, you guys. I love talking about recovery. Listen, this one day at a time program, it ain't nothing if we don't have each other. If I was alone in this world, I wouldn't make it. If I was alone in this world, I wouldn't make it. I know that. But I have a faith. I have a dedication. I have a support system. I have a family. I have a sponsor. I have people in my life. I have the dry riders now. I have a lot of people in my life that are practicing abstinence from alcohol. And it really inspires me, because not only are we practicing abstinence, right, from alcohol and drugs and everything else that we did, and people fall off, and people come, we gain people and we lose people every once in a while. But what we're focused on in that journey forward is losing the old ways and the stinking thinking and the bad behavior, because those things can and will be tied to the substance or the behavior or the action or whatever we do, and that's made our life miserable, right? Because we're not powerless. We're not powerless. We have all the power in the world to change ourselves and to put into action, implement a plan, an attack against the thing that took so much away from our life. But in return, we didn't lose. We gained so much more than we lost. Because if you think about all the experience and all the wisdom and all the knowledge that we gained through all the ups and downs, slips and trips, everything, we're bound to put that into some sort of constructive formula, amen, a thing that we can use to say, if I do this and this will create this, and I like this. If I do this and I do this, that might create something that I don't like, and I don't want to do that. So 1 + 1 = 2, 2 - 1 = 1, this sort of stuff, right? Amen? We got it. We have got it. You've got it. Whether your name is Thomas, whether your name is Bill, whether your name is Susie or Quincy or Shanae. Listen, my friends, you can do this. I got your back. You know who else has got your back? The people around you that want to see you succeed. Now, everybody might not be conducive to that. Not everybody's going to be supportive. But there are people that you're going to run into and that you're going to find that might be much more helpful than harmful, and vice versa. You're going to find people that are harmful and not helpful, right? Amen. So, my friends, I'm going to park real quick and finish up this message. And I want you guys to know that I'm always thinking about you. I'm always coming up with ways, means, plans, and I'm trying to implement things that might help us in our recovery. So, my friends, please be well out there. Take today head on, and don't forget that it is a one day at a time program. Amen. And that there's nothing that could come into our life that's going to knock us so far off track that we can't get back onto track. Amen. Because people lose hope once they start to think that they can't do this, or they can't complete a goal, or that. Listen, we got this. I know a lot of people out there that watch these messages. Jill, Thomas, Kayla, Kelly. I have so many people out there that tell me they watch these videos. And so when I'm making these videos, these are the people that I'm thinking about, because some of these people in my life are so supportive, and I'm so genuinely happy for that. But it's hard to make everybody happy all the time. So we really got to focus on taking it one day at a time. And whatever problem approaches us, like right now, I'm having some really hard mental health stuff, right? I'm trying to figure out how to proceed in a world where I have a very low tolerance for bull. I can't put up with it. I'm sick of it. I try to fit in. I used to try to fit in all the time and say and do all the right things. But the more I acted and the more I tried to do those things, the more I found myself being ingenuine and all those things. Once you stop trying to be something or somebody to everybody all the time, you start to realize that it doesn't matter what other people think of you. It doesn't matter what other people look and say, oh, that person's this or that. It doesn't matter. Who cares what people think? Amen. And that might be an epiphany for some people. And it might be old news for other people, because a lot of us think, well, of course, don't worry or care what other people think. But a lot of us are very, self-conscious. We can be, right? And we practice a program where we try to be perfect, and those things just aren't, you can't replicate those things time after again. So we're really setting ourselves up for failure. And that's where I think when we walk into those four walls in AA, we really got to be mindful of what we call ourselves and how we approach and project our recovery. I'm not going to project something that says I'm an alcoholic or addict, because I'm not that anymore. I've changed my life to the degree that I am now very prideful not to call myself those things. So why would I even entertain saying, hey, I'm Jesse, I'm an alcoholic or addict? I'm not that anymore. We should be saying, hi, I'm Jesse, I'm a recovering alcoholic or addict, and I've been clean for this long, or I've practiced a program for this long, or however you want to say it. It means that we are taking it one day at a time, and that yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. We have no idea what tomorrow holds, but today, right now, in this moment right now, I don't have to drink or use drugs or alcohol. So bring it in, tighten it up, get a program that's working for you, find support in the community. There's plenty of other people out there that don't drink or use drugs. And if you want to surround yourself with people that use drugs or drink, then that's, so be it. Then that's you, right? That's on you. And inadvertently sometimes just who we are and what we bring to the table is going to attract those types of people. And that's what it used to happen to us too, is that we used to attract all these people. Well, maybe, you know what, and change your ways and maybe we'll attract different people. Amen. I know I have, but we still have to be mindful and very careful, because one of the things that I talked about today was boundaries. Amen. We have one day at a time program and boundaries. If we don't put into place boundaries for people, places, employers, friends, bosses, family, loved ones, we need to have boundaries with everybody. I don't care if it's your own wife or your own husband or your own kids. Don't let people walk on over you. And sometimes people will do that inadvertently or subsequently. Amen. Because we don't pay attention to all the time, and people take advantage of others. So I love you guys. God bless you. Be well today. Be brave out there, you guys. Fight this fight. Hit it head on and don't give up. Don't relent. Don't quit. Keep going. Onward and upward. Large and in charge. Push the limits. Push the boundaries. Amen. Get out there and do it. Today is Tuesday. Okay. I'm leaving. I'm going out of town next week, and I'm going to be gone for a while. And there's going to be a lot of content coming. A lot of motorcycle content that I have saved up. A lot of other stuff going on. So if you think these messages or this type of content will help somebody out there, share my messages. Please like and comment and all that other stuff. But share it. I would just love to see my stuff get shared. And I get it. It's a niche. It's a more specific type of thing, and not everybody's into that. And I know I'm preaching abstinence from alcohol and drugs, and a lot of people are like into alcohol and drugs. But listen, I need the support too, you guys. I'm looking to get support for my recovery program too. I can't always be giving and giving and giving. I like to receive as well. So in my mind, I would like to receive some support from the people that I'm helping out in the community. So if you think that these messages might be helpful to somebody or impactful or profound, share it with somebody. Text somebody and be like, hey, I found this guy on YouTube or on Facebook. You got to check him out. He's got a message that's genuine, it's truthful, it's honest, it's upfront, it's in your face, it's amen. So hey, God bless you, good luck out there today on this Tuesday, and I love you. Bye.